I'm kind of looking along the shore here too to see any evidence of people fishing here. I'm not seeing much of anything but natural debris. I do have to get some water while I'm here. I'm gonna have to hand carry that back, which doesn't excite me, but oh well. I don't see any fish jumping. If you've ever fished Bench Lake, even though I might have already figured it out by the time you see this video, comment down below. Tell me how you did, if there are fish in here. Oh. I'm hearing splashes, but I'm not seeing them because the wind is moving the lake right now. All right, anyway, I better get some water. One liter of unfiltered water. We'll filter it at camp into the platypus bag. Haven't seen any fish jump, but I have noticed a lot of these. It's a deer hoof. Little tiny ones. Look at the baby deer footprint. Probably a mom and her baby coming to get a drink. Anyway, okay, we've got what we need. Let's head back to camp. Here's our sign for Bench Lake, which means I came from that way. It's easy to get confused and just continue down this way, but I'm pretty sure that trail just follows around the lake. There's probably some awesome spots at that end of the lake too. Anyway, back to camp. There's some grouse. A couple of grouse are hiding at the base of that tree right there. They're hiding from me. Try to get them on camera. They're staying behind the tree no matter where I move. Here they come. Here they come. If I hold really still. You see here? Those are definitely game animals. I hear they taste like chicken. I'm having a hard time filming him because he won't come out from the tree. There he comes. He's blending in really well, but he's right there. There's two of them. Sage grouse, I believe. The other one is over on this side of the tree, poking his head out. But you can't, I can see him with the naked eye. They don't care as long as I'm not moving. But as soon as I move, then they're on their guard. happens if I just walk. Sorry about this shaky camera, guys. I need to get a gimbal, I know. Where'd you go, you little buggers? They're pacing themselves perfectly so that they stay guarded behind or protected behind trees. There we go. Look at him. How cool is that? See, it's not all chipmunks and squirrels. So after getting back here to camp, I had to go dig a cat hole. Enough said. And while I was coming back, I found this little lock. You know, focus. It's perfectly intact. I don't know the combo, but it's only 3 numbers. It's a matter of, yeah, I just got it locked. It's a matter of just figuring that out. These are pretty easy to hack. So if you lost it and you see this video, I'll be happy to return it. And if not, then I'll be happy to use it. Pretty cool. It was pretty easy to spot. It looks like it has a key, usually. But hopefully the combo is enough to open it. Well guys, it's pushing 11 a.m. And I'm not going to disappoint. I don't want to hike out of here without enough calories. Mashed potatoes and an energy bar is all good and fine, but I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to heat up the marinara and meatballs, and we'll have those as an early lunch. And then we're going to clean up camp and get the flock out of here. So let's take care of lunch. This stove is getting kind of wobbly. Didn't used to be that loose. Okay, it's not boiling, but it is pretty hot. Yeah, that's nice and hot. That should have heated it plenty. I always turn these the wrong way to turn them off. Alright. Yeah, that's nice and warm. Whew, can barely touch it. It's probably just warm enough inside. So we don't need this hot water for anything. It's the same water I used for breakfast, so it had a double purpose. Alright, there is a cool breeze blowing. Hopefully that filter I put on here is doing its job. I'll find out when I edit. It's a homemade one. If not, I'll have to fork out for one of those. ones that Joe keeps sending me from Amazon because his wife said she won't watch another video of mine unless the wind's not blowing. unless there's a filter on my camera. So here it is. Let's open it. Oh, that looks amazing. I didn't realize how hungry I was until I set eyes on this. Fantastic. Want some? Just warm enough. So this tastes exactly like SpaghettiOs without the SpaghettiOs. But it's good. You know, it would go really well with this. Italian breadsticks. I never did see that chipmunk come back, but I heard him fighting with another one this morning. If I caught anything on the trail camera, you've already seen it by now. If not, it's just I didn't get anything. As you can see, I've had to take off the flannel shirt. I've got my hiking hat back on. Official Friday the 13th. I showcased this in my last video to Hope Lake because I started at the Crystal Lake Camp trailhead. And this is Camp Crystal Lake, and I thought it was kind of funny. My dorky sense of humor, 20 bucks just so I could make a joke on a video. But I haven't bought a filter for my camera. Hopefully this is working though. If it's working, then we'll leave well enough alone. Because the wind's blowing right now, and you may or may not be able to hear me very well. While I was waiting for this to cook, I emptied the tent and packed whatever was in there into the bag. So all we have left is dinner to clean up, or lunch, all our cooking area, the water, and the roll pack. So once I get all of that in the pack, that's pretty much it. We just hike out of here. But first we eat. While I was cleaning up, I noticed this down here on the ground. Where'd they go? What? Down here on the ground, there are a bunch of these 22. Sorry about my hands. I got sap on them and then I touched dirt and it won't come off. You think that one's bad? Look at this. Imagine having to stop at a gas station for a drink on the way home. Anyway, there are a lot of these 22 shells kicking around, and no big deal, you know. People do shoot up here. We learned that last night. But then I noticed this. These are the actual bullets from the shells. So they pried these out. These haven't been fired. They pried these out and probably emptied the gunpowder into the fire. Let's see what happens. Whatever. Just strange. Just a strange thing to do. Sit around the fire and take apart bullets and toss them in the fire. Anyway, guys, that is it. The tent is down. Everything's out of the trees. Everything is in here except my water, which I will be stowing in a pocket momentarily. And of course, our friend, our beloved mascot, Bob Jr., happy to be going home. Anyway, let's take one last look at Notch Lake, shall we? And the Notch. We didn't do a lot of exploring of Notch Lake, and that's because there are people camped there and over there And over there, I think Bench Lake sufficed. There are people fishing now all around it, and there are fishermen dotted across the shoreline. So, no, we didn't explore Notch Lake, but we did camp here, and we did discover Bench Lake. And we got to see the other side of the notch. Now you've seen both sides if you've watched my last video and this one. You've seen both sides of it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Well, that's it, my friends. Another adventure is over, except for the hike back to the car, which is pretty much what you saw on the way in. I'm Utah Steve. Do yourselves a favor. Get off the couch, get outside and have some fun. The views are spectacular. And if you can't get outside, I think I forgot to say this in my last video, come along with me. I could use the company. And look for me on Instagram, Utah_Steve22, down below in the description. See you out on the trail, my friends.